welcome to Touk's Talks.
Yeah,
No worries. I'll tell you what, I'm going to start off with a belt of a question. So, you've been known to look like a splitting image of one of my brothers from We're the Millers, Will Poulter.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Yeah.
I actually got a photo of him here. Let me see if I can get it up. Can you see that? Can you see that?
Yeah,
He
he's a
actually
good
looks
looking
lot
rooster.
like it. Oh, debatable. Can you? What's the song he sings in the We Are the Millers?
It's Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls.
You got a rendition for us, or?
I'm not much of a singer. No. If there was a backing track, maybe.
You might be able to get in.
Yeah, I think so.
You're lucky, mate. I didn't get that in today, so
Next
that's
time.
right. You seems like you're a bit of a cook. I've heard. I cooked for you last night, and I've heard that you're a bit of a cook yourself. Is that true? False? What do you?
I'm a real basics kind of guy.
Like steak and veg?
Steak and veg. No, like I can cook, but I'm not up with you and Pete, I don't think, unfortunately. So a bit of work to do in that area.
Put it to the test, I reckon, mate.
I think so. I wouldn't mind like a little cook-off or something like that, but
Get a little MasterChef mystery box.
maybe we should organise a mystery box, I reckon.
Not a bad shout, actually.
Pete.
What's your go-to? Or what's your favourite? What's your favourite thing to cook, actually? Because that's better.
I like roast, so
Roast.
but I haven't cooked one up here because it's a bit hot, you know. So
It's getting a bit colder now.
yeah,
Into
so
that time.
maybe a roast. We get the boys over for a roast. See how we go.
I hopefully have my phone's turned on for that one, I reckon. That'd be nice. I'll get into some footy stuff, mate. You've had a bit of a difficult journey, I reckon. Some would say. How have you found it? So you started at Freo and explain us.
Yeah. It's obviously very different to like most people. Even now, there's probably more mature age players getting taken, but I wasn't taken until I was 21 and had 3 years at Box Hill and then 2 years at Freo, which went really quickly. And then 1 year at Werribee last year, and now I'm back here. But I think I'm a much better person and player for it, and wouldn't have had it any other way. It's good when you look back on it, you know that you've earned everything that you get. So I wasn't gifted anything, and something I'm pretty proud of.
Because you had a bit of a tough run in terms of not everyone, even myself, like you actually worked a full-time job and then you played VFL as well. How'd you find that with the balance of that?
Yeah, difficult, and I suppose it's probably, I kind of had the idea of how hard it is going full-time uni and work and doing it prior at Box Hill. But then when you get into like the 8 till 5 grind and then sitting in peak hour traffic, I think the peak hour traffic was the most frustrating part of it. But yeah, it's pretty challenging, but I know Werribee was a great club, so I always look forward to getting there when I finished up work.
Yeah, you had because you and Corbo were there as well, weren't you?
Yeah.
Reunited again, coming up here. Is that a bit of a good thing for you?
Yeah, no, it's been great, and like, obviously to have a familiar face when you first walk in the door is really helpful, and like Corbo's obviously a pretty good and pretty lovable character, so it makes it a lot easier when you're moving up. But to be honest, like I didn't have heaps to do with Corbo while I was at Werribee. Obviously, only played half the season, and then even then he was on the Geelong bus, so Werribee's kind of the Geelong crew and the Melbourne crew. But
there's a bit of, is there like beef between the two, or is it just like
no beef, but it's just like they roll in on their minibus, we all come in separately, and it's like you only see each other while you're at the club because it's so far away. So
that's excellent. Have you found like the transition from VFL to AFL? Was there a massive step up or step down, vice versa, or did you always feel like you played at that kind of AFL standard since you'd already been in the system?
Yeah, I kind of had probably a greater understanding of what I was walking into this year, having played at Freo a few games. But it's definitely like the standard obviously increases, but it's more just the ball speed and the reaction time and things like that. So that's probably the biggest thing. Even just the way that the ball moves, like it changed a lot of angles. Obviously, It's not just all long down the line. Whereas if there's half decent pressure in the VFL, it'll get dumped down the line. So
yeah, definitely. No, that's good. Have you since you've come to the Gold Coast, have you found it like the weather-wise, like the period that we're in now? Surely he's got to like make you think that the Goldie's got the goods. Yeah,
I think so. It's a great part of the world. Absolutely love it here. As you said, the weather, but most importantly, it's just good to, like it's a chilled vibe everywhere. Good cafes, things like that, and I think the beauty of it is that you can go about your business and no one really knows who you are or anything like that. So you come in, get to work, go home, and do what you need to do. So loving it up here, and it's still warm.
Massive comparison to Freo in terms of, you hear stories about it being a bit of a fishbowl in Freo and in WA. Is it polar opposites?
Yeah, completely. It's nice when you see a fan up here, but yeah, it's probably just easier to get away from football and kind of escape it, as you probably know. Like, well, you wouldn't have anything to compare to, but like you just know you go home and
I know
it's your own time.
100%.
So yeah, it's a lot better up here.
Is it the beaches somewhere you like to head? You put a lot of grams up, I know that.
Yeah.
A lot of stories. You in the rig?
Yeah, no rig shots.
I've seen
not anymore. Skin fold's going up. Might put a rashy on. Yeah, I like going to the beach. I just like to walk along the beach and kind of clear your mind, think about different stuff. So I like that part of it up here. And where I was in Freo, it was more of the bay. So it's nice to have some waves and have a swim. And I love it.
How'd you find when you played Freo, when you're back against your old team? Bit different?
Yeah, a bit different. Probably more so because like I still knew half the players who I was playing against. Yeah, it was a pretty good game though, and we obviously got the win, so that made it a bit easier. But a bit nervous going in, but
Wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Wasn't too bad.
Wasn't too much lip on the field. I don't know if there was much lip going around.
No, not too much lip. I think as it was a close one as well. Like, you can't really be chirping when you're down. So I loved it. It was a good game.
That's actually so true. Yeah, I definitely found when we played Freo or even Carlton as well, like those games, it was tighter it got, the less chat there was, and anywhere, like any part of the ground.
Yeah.
You got to focus on what you're doing way more. Did your time at Freo make you reflect a bit more? Like, tell us about that. Like, how, in terms of how you got delisted, because not everyone's been there before.
Yeah.
So it's definitely, to be able to do that, come back and play footy, I think it's like pretty impressive. So.
Yeah, it was pretty heartbreaking. Obviously, I'd worked pretty hard and waited 3 years to get my first crack, and it was gone quicker than it took to get in there. So it was like, I guess I was lucky when I was delisted. I wasn't by myself. There was a pretty big exodus of players that year. But yeah, it was kind of pretty challenging. It's more, I suppose, afterwards the time in limbo. So, like, being delisted, you still got to train. Like, you're going to get another gig, and then you're not drafted or you're not picked up as a free agent or anything like that. That was probably the hardest period. And then it's like, well, I've stalled for 8 weeks now. I've got to get my life back on track. So, yeah, it's pretty challenging and things like that. But like ultimately, I'm happy to be at a different club and be somewhere I feel a lot more valued. But it hasn't come with like hard days, self doubt, things like that. But yeah, as I said at the very start, I wouldn't have had it any other way. And I suppose I'm able to cherish what I've got now a lot more and have a bit greater perspective of what life's really like for the others. So
Yeah, definitely. You feel like you've seen like both sides of being playing footy and then like the real life kind of thing. I always, when people talk to me about like playing AFL, I'm always like, it doesn't last forever, which it doesn't. And also I haven't worked in the real world as like, you know, either in a labouring job or behind a desk, and I think you forget like it's just so different than how lucky you are playing in
for sure.
You get.
You kind of have to make a few sacrifices and things like that, or just accept that this job isn't exactly what I want to be doing now. But you kind of got to, unlike AFL where you're happy to be here, you kind of just got to knuckle down and do your job so you can climb up the ladder a bit. But
100%.
That's good.
All right, take us to your family. Tell us a bit about your fam and where you grew up, mate.
Yeah, I grew up in Doncaster in the eastern suburbs of Melbourne. I've got 3 older sisters, so baby boy.
I didn't know that. That's excellent.
Yeah, baby boy. And yeah, both my parents are school teachers, which is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like pretty tight-knit family and stuff like that. So like me and my sisters all get along really well, and there's probably days where you think like it's 4 mums or 4 women in your life who all care about you, but sometimes it becomes a bit too much.
Yeah.
Like they all kind of know when one's called, they all kind of call that day.
Yeah.
Like get a bit frustrated by the 4th time telling the same story, but no, they're really good. So 2 are dietitians, 1 speech pathologist, and really lovely people, and so it's good
awesome
to get back and see them. So.
Do you, I was going to say, what's your relationship with them now that you've moved up here, and even with being in Freo? Do you get to see a bit of them or spend a bit of time with them when you can?
Yeah, it's probably a bit easier for them to get up here and visit me. So I think they've all been up here already. So it was good to see them up here, and they can see where I'm living and how good it is. Yeah, we speak on the phone a bit, but I kind of just do my own thing. And they'll check in on me every now and then, and I'll see what they're up to. But yeah, we're pretty good. Like if there's anything going on, then we'll call each other and let each other know. But it's been really good. So
that's awesome. And how have you found living with old Corey Ellis at the moment?
Yeah.
You get much out of him, or?
No, I don't get much out of him, but Yeah, he kind of makes you feel bad sometimes. Really clean unit, so
Is he?
yeah.
I didn't know that.
So when he's not in his bedroom, like, you got to be on the ball. Like, I always keep my door shut,
Yeah.
so you can't see how dirty my room is. But yeah, no, he's a really good bloke. He's pretty quiet, as you said, but like if you're going out for a coffee or anything like that, he always jump on board. And yeah, I suppose it's nice being with someone about your own age who's kind of not being given the flick, but who's moved from another club and is seeing stuff from a different perspective as well. So
Yeah,
really good dude.
He also live about 100 metres from the beach, which is jealousy levels are pretty high.
Yeah, no, it's a great
pretty
spot.
handy.
Yeah,
that's real
out.
Nice. Last question for you, mate. There's a few debates. I want to talk about them.
Okay.
Instagram.
Discuss.
Yeah. So the first one, sandwich toasty, or the toasty. Do you cut it as a triangle or do you cut it as like rectangles?
Yeah, I've tested the market here, and most people want triangles on that one. Personally, rectangle man, but yeah, the majority go for the triangle.
The triangles.
Option. Yeah.
And what was the other? The other one was about did you end up running to Milo or
Milo
Nesquik?
Nesquik, yeah. Most people again like Milo.
Yourself?
Yeah, I like Milo.
Milo.
I think Nesquik's got a place, but Nesquik on ice cream is pretty nice. But yeah, Milo got the win on that one as well.
And I'm pretty sure there was one more that stands out. I can't remember. There was one more you had with Les that was something about Harry. Was it Harry Potter?
Yeah, Les. I haven't seen Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings, but
hold on.
Les hasn't won.
I haven't watched either of them.
Haven't watched either of them, but Les decided that he hadn't won one of them, or he'd won the toasted sandwich one, so he put up Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings and put me down for Lord of the Rings. And
stiff. I've got to say, that's actually pretty stiff.
Yeah.
Have you actually never watched?
And I haven't watched them, just not really my kind of scene. And I'm a bit late onto it now anyway. No one's talking about it.
You can't go back and say, yeah, I'll watch them now.
Yeah, nah. There's too many of them anyway. Yeah, no, I haven't seen a few things. Star Wars, haven't seen a lot of it.
Star Wars?
Yeah.
Any other confessions you want to make?
No, I think I'll keep the rest quiet for now, I reckon. Yeah.
Right. No, well, thank you for your time, mate. I appreciate that. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me. Good to be here.